So today, once again, we're gonna grab the humble potato. You know, like I told you in the past, one of the best ingredients available to us. We're gonna create an extraordinary recipe from Spain. We're talking Spanish paprika potatoes with eggs. This is known as patatas al pimentón con huevos fritos. And I tell you, this dish is filled with so many simple yet delicious flavors. It's made with just a handful of the most basic ingredients. And the best part, it's all done in a little over 30 minutes. Folks, it is the perfect dish for any meal of the day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and always an extra crunchy baguette to mop up all that goodness. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella at home. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code on a fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 240 milliliters. You can use other oils here if you like. It's just extra virgin is what's typically used in Spain, and what gives this dish that beautiful lift of goodness. Link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. In the meantime, I'm going to cut 1 kilogram of potatoes, which is 2 1/4 pounds, or about 4 medium-sized potatoes that have already been peeled, washed, and patted dry. Each one into bite-sized pieces that are 2 centimeters thick, which is about 3/4 of an inch. I'm using Yukon Golds here, but you can use whatever potatoes you like. The most important thing, make sure to cut them into similar pieces, that way all the potatoes evenly cook. Then we'll add in the chopped potatoes into the hot fry pan. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And you don't have to mix the potatoes around continuously, but do get them every 3 to 4 minutes, that way they all evenly fry. While the potatoes are cooking, let's start making our paprika sauce. I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley into a mortar. This is about 15 grams. Along with 6 cloves of garlic that have been roughly chopped. And a pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we end up with a paste-like texture. You can also use a food processor, hand blender, or even a NutriBullet. Then we'll add in 2 teaspoons of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 10 grams. And 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, which is 30 milliliters. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then set it aside. Okay, let's move back to the potatoes. After 20 to 25 minutes and they're golden fried all around, they should be perfectly cooked. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. At this point, I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and drain the potatoes into a colander with a heat-proof bowl underneath. For the next step, I'm going to heat the same fry pan with a low-medium heat and add in 2 tablespoons of the reserved olive oil that we fried the potatoes in, which is 30 milliliters. Then we'll immediately add in our garlic and paprika mixture, and we'll mix it around continuously. After 1 to 2 minutes, and the garlic is nice and fragrant, we'll add in 1/3 cup of water, which is 90 milliliters. And then we'll give it a gentle mix and simmer it for a few minutes. After about 3 minutes, and the sauce has slightly reduced, we'll add in the fried potatoes back into the pan. And we'll season everything with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And then we'll give it one final mix until it's well mixed together and lower the fire to a low heat. For the final step, let's start cooking up our eggs. I'm going to heat a separate fry pan with a medium heat and add in a quarter cup of the reserved olive oil that we fried the potatoes in, which is 60 milliliters. Once the oil's nice and hot, we'll start frying up our eggs. And as you know, before I add eggs into a pan, I like to crack them into individual bowls, as it ensures that no eggshells go in there and that the yolks are not broken. And you can fry your eggs in any style you like. I'm going to cook them the Spanish way, which is a crispy texture underneath with a beautiful creamy yolk. The secret, just let the eggs sit there between 1 to 2 minutes without moving them around. And then splash some of the hot oil over the egg just for a few seconds though, otherwise you can easily overcook the yolk. And then remove the eggs from the pan. Once all the eggs are fried up, make sure to season them with a kiss of sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. Okay, let's move back to the potatoes. After simmering them between 5 to 10 minutes and all the flavors have developed, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat. Add the fried eggs over the potatoes. You want to make sure they're on a single layer and evenly spaced out. And top it off with some chopped fresh parsley. Check it out, Spanish paprika potatoes with eggs. Easy to make, the simplest ingredients, and all done in a little over 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again folks, patatas al pimentón con huevos fritos. This I can't wait to dive into. Here we go. Take a bite. Seriously, Spanish comfort food at its best right there. Those potatoes are beautifully cooked. They kept their shape, but they just melt in your mouth and absorb all the flavors in the pan. That paprika and garlic sauce taking this to the next level, and the fried eggs rounded out for the perfect balance of goodness. Easy to make, just a handful of ingredients. Give it a try at home. Once again, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and always an extra crunchy baguette to mop up all that goodness. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Maybeth Robles, Emily Hamilton, Manuel J. Rosales, and Britt Saunders. Again guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.